I'm Sheila Smoot.
I'm Rhonda Robinson. Welcome
into Focus, where we declutter your life. And this is there's not a cloud of smoke or nothing in here, but we are about to declutter you. We're about to bring you way down.
We like in the CBD land.
We're in CBD land, which I never thought I'd be, but we are here. And CBD is such a hot topic.
It is. It is. And we're going to learn all about it.
Because really, you all don't know what it is. It's not what you think it is. It's actually more than that.
People think weed. They think smoke.
Or marijuana.
Yeah. Weed. Yeah.
Mary Jane. Just saying. And that's what we're going to get the midst of that. We are. I know you would be done. That's why I didn't tell her ahead of time what I was going to couch it as. But it's more than that. It's so many people have CBD and they're using it topically. They're using it for pain. They're using it for stress relief. And, in other states, it has been that for 25, 30 years.
Right.
Folks. I think this state maybe
we are
catching up. Now catching up. So, Rhonda, we're going to get catched up. We're going
to learn all about it. But before we learn about this wonderful store that we're in, we're going to learn a little bit about a very important legacy program, the city of Birmingham.
Okay.
And our buddy Coriate is here. I learned how to say his name. Coriate, tell us a little bit about yourself, your position, and we want to hear all about the legacy program.
Yeah. So
we're going to segue into the legacy, and we'll be back to CBD.
Okay. Right.
So I'm Coriate Hauser. I proudly serve as the Deputy Director of the Department of Innovation and Economic Opportunity, which basically means economic development for the city of Birmingham. But there's some other elements in there. So we get to do quite a bit. There's workforce, your classic business recruitment, there's small business. All of that is involved. Most importantly, what we're here for today is the Legacy Business Program.
Okay.
So I joined the city back in 2020 at the heart of the pandemic, a couple of days before my birthday, and then the city shut down. And so here I am working as a newbie in city government, trying to meet people and learn people through email and phone call and Zoom. We didn't have Zoom figured out at the time. We may not still have it figured out now. But it's been a great ride. But one of the first things that sort of I was asked to do is create a legacy business program. Why? Why is that? Why is it important? Most cities have some sort of legacy business program if they have been around for a while, right? And so you want to be able to protect your most vulnerable businesses, which are sometimes legacy businesses, as your city grows.
Right.
So what kind of protections are in place? Is there direct funding in place? And so we are working on creating that in the city of Birmingham. We have our definition and framework of what we want a legacy business to be. You're going to ask me to probably name what that framework is.
I'm always a fan of making sure you take care of the businesses that sustain our community as we bring on new business.
Yeah, so legacy business, simple definition, you've been in business for at least a continuous 25 years.
Okay, that's good.
That's the minimum.
Okay.
And then you have contributed to the fabric of your community, right? Because we know legacy business,
that's
right?
important.
You could probably list them off the top of your head, the ones you can walk in and talk, and you know your family, and they know you.
Right.
Those are the types of businesses that are typically focused on value and mission. They're not always focused on what can I make to make the big bucks.
Right.
I just want to be a service to my community.
Right.
And so in return, we need to set up the protections to make sure they're here as long as they want to be.
Yeah, because sometimes what happens when we get new businesses and the big box business, I'll go to the really big box businesses like a Mercedes and things like that. But as some of the counterparts in that room know, we lost South Trust Bank and they didn't see it coming.
Yeah, and they get lost in the shuffle.
They're
Nobody's
big,
there.
but then there's the small business like Cottons.
Right.
Remember Cottons? They were there for 90 years.
And
couldn't get any help, and they shut their doors. And those are the businesses where somebody got to check on these folks as we promote and trying to get the newer stuff in. Somebody's got to check on them.
It's a good balance, right?
Right.
Like you can't leave out those who have been here and stayed and been true to the test of time, right? And offered service, right? Because what we do know is small businesses, and particularly legacy business, are the ones donating to the school board.
That's right.
Boys and Girls Club. When you need something, it's their contribution that makes it happen.
Travis Food Truck.
Yeah, right. All of
Shout out,
that.
50 years of 40
I
years
didn't
of
know
service.
I didn't know
40
he'd been there
years.
that
I
long.
spoke to him the other day, and I didn't know.
40 years.
He's going to roll out the old truck. He has to tow it now. His first truck is so classic. It shocked me. Even that business for certain people is just a legacy business.
It is.
Yeah, so it's that type, right? Like we want to protect them and make sure that we have infrastructure for them and money. right? Because it's not just about, hey, I'm a legacy business. That's great, because we do have a lot of people, and you guys know this, people come in for conferences and all of that. They come in and they say, hey, who are your legacy businesses? So we want to be able to promote them first.
Right.
And then the second phase is, how do we create a bucket of money that's sustained just for them, right?
And
I
they
like
take care of our community, then our community takes care of them.
Like he said, like you said, that they go back and they give to a Boys and Girls Club. Or
Yeah.
They may donate something to a youth service, a senior service, or there's some of us in the middle of all of that.
Right. Right.
That's
so important.
It's just important.
I'm so glad the city is doing this. So if there's anyone watching who's curious about the program, where do they go? How do they get more information?
Well, you want to go, you can meet us at City Hall on the 4th floor. If you want to do that, we can always be found there Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Okay.
Or you can email us at smallbiz, B-I-Z, at birminghamal.gov, and somebody can reach out to you.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Awesome. I'm excited to hear more about the program. I'm excited to have a front row seat to see how everything develops. And I'm just so excited that we are doing this, because our businesses that's our foundation.
Well, that's our foundation too.
Yeah.
And we didn't ask for any funding. We just got out there and did our
Oh,
craft.
yeah,
because we've been doing this a while, as you could see.
Don't
we just
follow
kinda-
us because we just jumped
in
and hit our head a couple of times
and kept it
figured out.
moving. And we've
We're
been
like,
doing this.
don't do that anymore.
Right.
That's not the
But
way
it's
you should learn.
But it's worked out, and we're in another season. And so, these businesses, we've all been there.
Yeah.
For those of you who have started the business, don't ever give up. Start again. Do something.
Yep.
Because find find that niche and provide for that. That's that A.G. Gaston thing.
Yep.
Find something and do it. But again,
Find
when
a
you
niche
find
and fill it.
But again, like you said, find a niche and fill it. But he forgot to tell us how to fund it.
And sustain it over time, right? Like, how do I get to the revenue?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, we know a lot of, especially for Birmingham, like a lot of Black businesses that we have are so mission driven, right? And so you're not always focused on the revenue. It's like, hey, this is my grandmama's pound cake recipe.
Right.
I'm not changing it. I just want to serve this pound cake. Right. But is there an opportunity to scale, right? Like, what does that look like? How do you trust somebody to come in and look at your books and look at your business, right? Because there's a trust factor that has to happen.
It is.
And so if we can allow people to have access to revenue, it lowers the barrier, because now I don't have to stay in my business 24/7.
Exactly.
It's making revenue, so now I can focus on
You're not an employee.
Right, and I'm not just kind of scratching every day. Like I can have some freedom to get back into the community that gave so much to me. And so that's the sort of network that we're trying to create.
I think most small businesses hate the red tape, or for those legacy businesses who hadn't caught up with technology, or just say, hey, I don't have to do it this way. I've been doing it all my life this way and doing well. Those folks, it's a stretch for them to not so much change, as I don't like to use the word change, is to make a minor adjustment. When I say minor adjustment, people are like, oh yeah. When I say change, they're like, I can't do that. It's really a strange wording process, so yeah.
But you gotta change.
You've got to make adjustments.
If you want to prepare now for what our kids' future will be like, or our grandkids' future will be like, you gotta change.
Or you got to make minor adjustments.
Right.
And that's how because they just dig in and you just can't get around. So you feel bad when you leave them behind. So I'm glad you're not leaving them behind, because people will move on.
Yeah, and it's intentional. Like we know that Birmingham is growing. We know this region, this MSA is growing. Tourism is probably, I think, still the trending #1 industry in Birmingham. So people are coming in and out. How do we make sure we protect those who have been here for the test of time, to make sure that we got what we needed? A Green Acres, right? I can list off all of those. Like, how do we make sure that they're still here? But I think also part of what you're talking about, like change and sort of, that thing, a lot of legacy businesses are cash only, or they're cash preferred, right? And so that takes a lot of time to count cash and deposit it and, all of that good stuff. And so we actually ran a program called Ascend Birmingham, where we partnered with MasterCard and Square, and they came in, people could apply, and they went for 6 weeks through these courses around digital literacy.
Wow.
They gave all of them a Square and one year membership for free to process, to transfer people over from cash only to digital. And some of those were like, I would have never done this on my own.
That's right.
I needed somebody to teach me what a website looks like. I needed somebody to teach me what a real POS system looks like, right? And so now you're able to, again, get some of your time back, because again, These people are investing a lot of energy, time, money, family, children, everybody is an employee, right? How do you get some of that time back? And so we want to make sure that we have those tools so that they can then step away and just enjoy it, right? To sit back and just say, you know what? I built this, right?
Yeah.
We want people to feel that
Just in case
versus, no.
Just in case you want to know what a POS was, the POS is a point of sale.
I just said it so quick, but yes.
Really, you would be
Talking
shocked.
this business speak.
Just the business speech
Yeah.
alone is
Yeah.
can be stifling.
Yeah.
People, like you said,
Yeah.
they're like, "Nah, I've been doing it this way.
Yeah.
I'm good."
Well, COVID taught a lot of our business owners a big lesson because I'm speaking about Black-owned businesses. We didn't do a good job of keeping up our paperwork. So when the time came for us to ask for those loans,
Wasn't there?
a lot of businesses were
Couldn't
not
get it.
able to
That's
get
the
it.
reason I don't have any hair.
But really,
It's really a real, it's an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity
Yeah.
for us to help correct what that looked like. I remember I've sat on some committees and looking at paperwork. I've seen bank statements on the bed, somebody taking a picture like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
what are the other 15 pages?
Right.
And so and I know people are just trying to make it work. But it's those times where you should be preparing yourself, even if you don't plan to grow. You may say,
Right.
this is fine for me. I'm going to sell it or I'm going to retire and I'm going to be done. That's great. But you still need that paperwork in place.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're here, right?
That's right.
why City of Birmingham, the Office of Business Diversity and Opportunity, there's a whole lot of words, but that's why the mayor created that office, is to be a central hub for small businesses. So if you need access to what needs happens in City Hall, and I know
Yeah.
both of y'all are familiar with that,
Oh,
right?
man.
Like it's not always an easy process,
not.
but if you know you can come to the fourth floor and say, look, I'm trying to get my business license. I don't know what to do. Somebody's going to come out and walk you through that process.
this is
And you need 'em
awesome.
both. You
Yes.
need both
And we
sides.
could talk with him for days about this because I'm just fascinated that the city of Birmingham is doing this, first of all, and glad, because this is a huge resource for our business owners. But we're also going to talk about some CBD.
We are going to talk about some CBD,
Yeah.
and it's going to be good for you to learn about CBD and what it really is, and the difference between a CBD and THC, a lot of letters, as you said. There is some differences. So we want to just educate you on that, and we're going to get to that as soon,
Yeah, we'll be right back.
right after this. Welcome back into Focus. I'm Sheila Smoot.
And I'm Rhonda Robinson, and we're at Datus Henry.
Datus Henry, and a lot going on with Datus Henry. Tell us what Patrick Packer is the person of the hour here.
And we're at 4th Avenue North.
4th Avenue North, 1525 4th Avenue North, in the heart of the 4th Avenue Business District.
Wow.
And the wonderful new Civil Rights Memorial Park.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
that's pretty historic that's here. And you, as a small business person doing the CBD, it just is so poetic. I've known you for a long time. It's so poetic that you have your business here because you could have chosen to be anywhere else.
Yes.
It's
And
beautiful.
we love being in this area of town, and we want more businesses to start relocating here. Wow. This is an amazing space. Wow. And our business, we actually grow our farm where all of our products and the hemp and everything is grown in the Black Belt.
So walk us through that, because you have a lot of history.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your family, how you got started, and all of that.
Because you're doing farming in a different way.
We're doing farming in a different way. So my brothers and my cousins and I came together in 2019 and decided, how do we put our stamp on our family farm that has been in our family for, let's say, 5-6 generations. So my 5th great grandparents actually bought the property. They were born in 1830s.
Wow.
And so we have held on to the land all of this time. So we wanted to do something new.
In the Black Belt with
In
all
the-
that dirt. And,
And it is actually black.
it is.
And
What
so
part of the Black Belt?
we're in Coy, Alabama.
Which
So
county?
it's Wilcox County.
Yeah.
Oh, you
right
down
on
there
the-
by G's Bend.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, right there by G's
Camden
Bend,
and-
Camden.
Yep.
I'm
We're
from-
right on the Alabama River.
Okay.
And so the soil is really black. And we wanted to do something as this generation to set up the next two generations in a new industry.
That's
We were
amazing.
one of the first to be given a license by the state of Alabama to grow hemp.
Congratulations. That is
And that was
huge.
2019. And we've been grinding ever since. And now we have our storefront where we feature all of our products that come from the rich soil in the Black Belt. And so we'll talk a little bit about all of our products, products that help with arthritis and inflammation. We talk and educate people in our store about how to use CBD and to actually kind of break up the myths that people have about CBD.
Tell me about that. Let's go into the myths of CBD and the difference in what we're talking. You're talking about hemp, CBD, THC. Tell me a little bit about what is the difference.
Okay, so hemp is just a flower. It's a plant
Okay.
that grows and it gets to be taller than I am. And we have pictures here and throughout our store. You can see what hemp looks like and how it is grown.
Okay.
Right? So it's CBD is the oil that comes out of the hemp plant.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so I'm going to have my brother, who's in the back, to actually bring out or show us what the CBD looks like.
Okay.
Because most people have never seen
I've never seen
what
it.
CBD oil looks like.
Right.
And then we infuse that oil into all of these products. So like we'll say the first product is what we like is shea butter infused with CBD.
And how can I use that? What does it do for me?
Okay, it helps with inflammation, arthritis, muscle pains, and aches. It is ideal for our seniors that have had knee replacements, that have hip replacements, that have muscle aches. And so this is, Sheila, I'm gonna try it out on you.
Yeah, what do you do with
Okay,
it?
so we take a little bit
Okay.
and we're gonna put it in the palm of your hand. Rub your hands together. Just rub your hands together.
It smells good.
And then you just rub it on. And so if you have joint pains in your hands and your fingers, on your elbow, knees, back, we encourage all of our clients to use this 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night, and it will help alleviate all of the aches and pains that you have in
Yeah,
your
because my
joints.
hand hurts in the morning. I
Yeah.
don't know what that is, but
And so one of the myths
I was just
is
saying that, like-
CBD, Rhonda, is somehow on a topical base, is going to get in your system and make
Right.
you high.
Right.
That is not how this works.
Okay.
It is the medicinal oils that are in the CBD, the cannabinoids
Okay.
from the chemical side
Okay.
that soaks into your skin and gets into your joints that reduces the inflammation.
Okay.
That's what the inflammation is what causes the pain
Oh,
and the
okay.
stiffness. So if you can reduce the inflammation in our joints, then you have relief.
And I noticed you only used a little bit.
It-
Like
it
you
doesn't-
it's going a long way. That
Yeah,
is
it
really-
doesn't take a lot.
Okay.
And so when my brother brings hand me the CBD oil, I'll show it to
Okay.
you.
We
and so-
actually met at the Talking Legacy panel.
Yes.
The I Am Legacy panel. That's kind of how all this started. And what was that like for you, kind of sharing your story and encouraging other business owners?
Yeah, it was one of the things that I really love about the way economic development is being done in the city of Birmingham now. They are involving people that have different levels of business and have been in business for different levels of time, periods of time.
That wasn't the case before. We both know
No.
that.
Right.
It's new, it's fresh, and it's making a difference. So back in the day, my mom and I had a business in Birmingham, and every generation and every, years, we have gone from this business to that business. So we come from an entrepreneurial family. Some people may remember Packer Enterprises. We had a printing company.
I remember that.
You know,
oh my
and
gosh,
so-
yes, I remember
Yeah,
that. It was
and
good.
it's just amazing what the city is doing now to help, particularly those legacy businesses that have been here and have really dedicated really their lives to the city of Birmingham.
Yeah.
And so we're pleased to have the opportunity to share what our family has built on the farm, but actually link it to the economic engine of the city of Birmingham.
Because it's here. It's been here. It's been other places.
Yes.
And now it's definitely here. It's been dabbled in, but now it is here.
It's here. And so we have topicals. And so for those that have active lives,
Okay.
they walk, they run, they cycle, they swim, and they have
They roller skate?
They roller skate.
Like me?
Sheila roller skates.
I
Yes.
still roller skate.
So we have this product, which is a muscle freeze that actually helps so much with people that have muscle aches from when they, were working out and they worked out hard and they need a little relief. This is actually a roll-on, right? And you just simply roll it on at the point where you need the relief. And that works amazing. Our golfers love this. So if you're looking for gifts, for Valentine's Day or holidays or birthdays, these are really great gifts, particularly for people that have family members that are bedbound and they can't move and they still have muscle aches. We have a lot of nurses that come in and home health care people that come in and get the salves and the roll-ons and our lotions.
Better than liniment back in the day. And my
Yes.
grandmother go, get you some liniment. I'm like, it smells bad. I never wanted that. That's that black belt, Sumter
And
County.
there's not a strong scent
It's
to it.
no, the liniment had strong
Yeah.
scent, but this is, you can't even smell this.
So we have the shea butter and then we have the cocoa butter fragrance. So if you like cocoa butter, it smells
I
like
like cocoa
you
butter.
like cocoa butter?
I do. It
So-
smells great. I like cocoa
Yeah.
butter. I love shea butter and cocoa butter.
Yeah, and so all of our products are made in-house. So we know exactly how much CBD is in each of our products. Some people are purchasing CBD over the internet, they're purchasing it in stores. There is no guarantee, right, how much CBD is in it. When you come here, we can tell you exactly how much CBD is in all of our products. So that's one of the key things why we say, do you know where your CBD comes from?
Yeah, that's
We can tell you, from the seeds of the plants, how they were dried and how we use that black gold. And, I was talking about black gold, and this is what black gold actually looks like.
okay.
This is raw CBD, right? And it is extremely thick. So I'm going to pour just a little so you can see just how thick it is.
That's
that.
CBD. That's
This
CBD
is CBD.
oil.
So
That's
it
CBD
comes
oil?
out of the hemp
The
plant?
hemp plant.
Wow.
Wow, I've
That's
never
what
seen
you
it. I've never seen
I've
this
never
first-
seen
Most
it
people
either.
have not seen CBD oil
I've never
before.
seen it
This is what it looks like. And so,
in its original form.
in its original
And
form.
you don't have to use a lot of it.
No. And so we actually keep it in a very dark vault because you don't want it to lose any of its power. And it is very thick. I mean, it's very thick and it's sticky, right?
Wow.
So it is as thick and sticky as gold.
Wow.
oil.
Can you actually get sick?
You can't get sick.
Okay.
That's the good thing about all of the topicals. You
Okay.
can't get sick. What we do have beverages
Oh, yeah.
and we have butters and other things that you can use for anxiety,
Okay.
right?
So even if you buy something from somebody else, it's not going to hurt you. It just might not do what they
Claim it will do.
Okay.
And for beverages, we encourage people, let's talk about the anxiety that you're having or the fact that you can't sleep or you can't shut your mind off.
Wow.
That's me.
Our minds just run nonstop.
Yeah.
I'm going to pour you out just a little so
Okay.
you can taste the flavor of our products. This is our lemonade,
Okay.
right?
Rhonda usually brings her bejeweled cup.
Really? And I'm going to,
She
you
always.
just
a
get
little.
I'm going to give you just a little so you can taste. Yeah. So you can taste the product and you tell me what you think.
Cheers. Cheers. I like
Yeah.
these cups.
So,
It's pretty
That's
good.
good.
see, and
Yeah,
what
look,
Sheila
she-
did,
she-
that's what people do,
She
Sheila.
finished it.
That's good. I'm like, that's good.
That's-
Now I don't
it's
know what's
good
in it.
lemonade.
I'm gonna be all right to drive
You're
home,
gonna be,
but
yes.
this is good.
Because we don't, any of the,
This is good.
yes, so
What's that?
this
So
is our
tell us
lemonade.
the flavors here.
So this is lemonade,
Okay.
right? And it is fused with CBD.
Okay.
This is our sweet tea.
Okay.
It's called Rita's Sweet Tea,
All right.
named after my aunt, my dad's. You want to try just a? I'm gonna give you just a little bit.
Because you know I'm scary. But
That's enough. Okay. And so try
I'll
the
try.
flavor.
Rita's sweet tea.
Uh-huh.
This smells so good.
So
Oh, this smells good.
Oh, it tastes just like sweet tea.
Oh, this is good.
It
This
tastes
is
like
good.
sweet tea.
This is so good it's scary.
So what is this gonna do? Like what?
it relaxes you.
Okay.
You all
Oh,
have not
wow,
had
this is
enough
good.
that you would even feel it,
Okay.
right? And it's slow release, right? So it's
good.
you can have it as a small drink
tasty.
when you
Right,
get
when
home.
You get home.
Oh, like a
at
glass
work,
of wine.
like a glass of wine, but it's
Okay.
all natural.
Which does relax you,
So
but this
it
is
relaxes
different.
you.
And it doesn't have
And
the-
this actually helps you with your sleep. It actually helps with inflammation all over the body.
Before we go, Patrick, tell
Yes.
everyone how they can
Reach you.
Okay.
if they are interested in your products, if you have a website, and your address once again.
Okay, so you can actually follow us on social media
Okay.
at Datus Henry. We have our online store, so you can purchase products and have them shipped to your family members
Okay.
that are out of town at datushenry.com,
Okay.
DATUSHENRY.com. Please feel free, stop by. That's one of the things we want people to do. If you're driving down 4th Avenue North, we're at 1525, right across the street from the historic district. And, come by.
I just want to thank you, Patrick. Your business model, we are, all of us are entrepreneurs in this segment. I just want to thank God for this product and what you're doing to help heal the state of Alabama and others nationwide.
Thank you all for coming.
We appreciate you. All right. Y'all can check them out if you get a few minutes. And thank you for joining us.
I'm Sheila Smoot.
And I'm Rhonda Robinson.
And don't forget to focus.
We'll see you next time.
Non-scripted. Hey, hey.